Okay guys, we are finally done with the major work on the 340 project, which will probably go 390 to 415 cubes. I'm thinking 408 probably be the best choice. The way I've got it set up right now is I'll save you the anxiety. I think we did the best of 282 with the carb intake and head. So take the carb off because we want to sail the string and see what's going on inside the plenum. So I have it set up at 500. We're going to crank it up until we get pretty much maxed out. I think I know where that is. Let's do that now. Let's turn my light off. Need that right here. Okay. Okay guys, if you remember earlier on, I figured I could get that head to 290. I was not able to do that head alone. I think the best we did was our last cut, which was basically a little bit of finessing, and I redid the valve job. Okay, so we maxed out around 550 lift at 278. Now you saw with the manifold on it, it went 290. It actually went 292 last time I did it. It went 290 this time. It's also hotter. So, how did we do against the last cut? Plus, 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 minus, minus, minus. A little bit lower in here due to the valve job. Plus, plus, minus, plus, plus. Not bad. Since it was all hooked up to the bench, I tried it at 36 inches. Okay, didn't change any of the other settings on the bench. Just change it from 27.7, which is 28 on my bench, to 35.7, which comes out to about 36. And then we cranked it up. And it was really interesting. It still fails right around the same spot. Okay, so that's good info. How did we do on swirl? We got hit or miss all the way down the swirl curve, but it's higher down where we're going to need it now. Okay, but that will change when we put an intake on it. Okay, messy, but we're comparing these airspeeds to these airspeeds. Minus, plus, minus. I had to give it a little extra area to calm it down a bit, and it didn't calm down much. And we don't have that much extra area, to be honest. It will definitely handle a 400 plus cube engine on the street. no problem. Here, 232, got that down to 223. This we moved up from 175 to 215, so we're more even now at 0.6. Okay. How'd we do on the short side? Well, changing the area around, we wound up getting the speeds a little bit slower on the short side, but it didn't seem to make a big difference where it fails, where it goes into transition. Still goes in right around the same spot. I figured I would test the exhaust. The only thing different about it is the valve job was cleaned up. So, this is our third cut. That's how far back I had to get to find that exhaust port. How'd we do? We got plus, minus, a little bit of noise, same spot. Plus, 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 plus. Almost 200, little over 200, 222 with a pipe, 228 with a pipe, which isn't too far off where we were before. We had 228 here. It actually maxed out a little better, 230. Okay, but I'll take those pluses in the mid-range. Okay, fine. Let's take a quick look at those airspeeds. Okay. Third cut, final. Now remember, all I did was change the valve job a little bit. What did that do? Plus, minus, minus. Really kind of, that was already dead and it made it worse. Lost a little bit of speed on the roof, gained a little bit of speed in the middle, gained a touch on the floor. Minus, minus, plus. Not quite as dead on the floor. And it moves almost exactly the same amount. So we're going to take it. I'm going to take it as a win. Okay, guys, kind of interesting. Last one was 6 cut through the intake and carb. I didn't use the spacer this time. It's just intake and carb. So these pluses and minuses are 7th final. Plus, 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 minus, 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 plus, plus, plus. We max out better, 228.5, 281.55 at 575 lift. Definitely loses it harder over here. Here we went one more step before it lost it. And then it goes down, but it recovers a little bit better. That's the way it's going to be, guys. You let me know if I goof that up or not, or we're okay where it is. I would really like to see, at the very least, a hydraulic roller cam in here. Maybe 560 lift, something like that. 560 lift. 235, 242, something like that duration at 50. You guys let me know. In any case, I think it'll be pretty nasty on the street. If we get it around 408 cubes, which is a 360 block, 30 over with a 4-inch arm, it'll definitely do some damage. You guys let me know. Let the owner know in the comments which way we should go. I got to take all this info. I still have to CC these. I will CC them. I will put them into either DVs or Performance Trends software and see what we're going to get out of this, at least in theory. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night. FYI, I think this turned out really pretty. And we all know pretty equals fast. Right, guys? Have a good night.